name Blacks Brown actually came about in the same time when I visited one of these early morning meetings, at a location named Everything Fresh. It was a restaurant and we used to keep meeting there like every Tuesday morning before the launching of the tour around Jamaica. So being as everybody called me Blacks, and my actual surname is Brown, and there was a large panel of people sitting inside, yeah, the conference room, when Professor Chevans, or the late Barry Professor Chevans said that, listen to me, this is the gentleman who's gonna conduct the tour for us. His name is Brown, but they call him Blacks. So everybody just burst out in a big laugh. So him say, if you can't remember the name Brown, just say Blacks, or just say Blacks Brown. So that's when, everybody started calling me Blacks Brown. My love for cycling began in 1985. I have a friend who used to be a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. This guy resided abroad now. I used to hang out with him a lot. And during this time, I used to sit down loads of times and listen to this guy talking about places that he rode his bicycle to, things that he has done on his bike, different stunt tricks, etc., etc. And it really caught my interest. So as a result of such, I used to borrow his bike, and he always willing to lend me his bike. So I started to develop a love, a passion for this sport. For instance, I remember one day he told me that a bicycle should be known different when riding it from when someone walking. For instance, he said if you're going down the street and someone called to you and say hello, and you don't feel like turning around to walk back to this person, you feel like just back, make some step backward, you should be able to back up on your bike like that. And I laughed, it was like a joke to me. However, one day I asked him if he could demonstrate what he meant. And this guy got on his bike, which was a fixed wheel. That means a single gear, no free spaces in it. If you go forward, it go forward. If you turn the pedal backward, it go backward. So this guy demonstrated what he meant. So I tried to start practice all these tricks, like bunny hopping over a stream of water, standstilling, folding my arms, etc. And, I would say that's exactly where it all begins, where my passion is concerned. And it happened that a few months later, I'll go ahead and purchase one for myself. And both of us start riding together, start competing, and, I have not looked back since then. My experience, I would say, started from where I used to actually practicing doing some of my own mechanical work on my bike. I would say that's exactly where it is. I mean, the experience fixing my bike myself. Due to the fact that I already said that I used to ride this bike, do lots of tricks on it, but now it was different time to step it up a notch to a different level, where I started to effect, all the repairs for myself. I started working on my bike by observing my same friend pulling out his bottom bracket, installing new bearings inside of it, patching his tire, throwing his wheel, etc., etc. So that's where the experience stems from. I am a keen observer, and I recall many, many times guys would import some bicycle from abroad, but these bikes normally, in the Highland, are in their hands, I should say. And some of the equipment that these bike requires wasn't readily available in Jamaica. So, I was riding one day when it dawned on me, said, there's a void to be filled. Fuji is our first supplier, of high-end bicycle. Later on down, we get in touch with Trek, And today, we are the local, authorized dealer of both Trek bikes and Fuji bicycles. We also supply a variety of apparel and spare parts. And when we said about apparel and spare, we're talking about brand names such as Shimano, Louis Garner, Originate, Cat Eye, Surface, etc. So we source all the good quality stuff and stock them at Cycle City to supply the local demand for these things. Because of my passion and the love for the sport, I would say cycling consume most of me, you know, because I even after closing the store during the day, I always sitting here, giving advice, still accommodating folks, especially those who maybe journey from the rural part of Jamaica, you know, coming to Kingston. I can't afford to let them go back without getting whatever they come to Kingston for, you know. I mean, bicycle parts, or if even some good advice.